I wake up to this news that the UFC has settled the class action lawsuit that was filed in 2014. Now, for those who have seen my comments on Facebook and also Twitter, where I've been saying that I feel that the UFC won this case in the end, I'm going to explain how they won it in my opinion here. The UFC has generated more than $1 billion for the last couple of years per year, and it's just got higher and higher each year. You can see here reports from MMA Fighting, what the UFC generated in 2022 and 2023. Mark Raimondi, who works for ESPN, has tweeted that out here in greater detail. So $335 million is not a lot of money for them. In fact, I feel that in the end, the fighters have lost this case. Now, it remains to be seen what, if any, contract changes there are to UFC contracts, and this will mean every single one of them moving forward. But until we know what those changes are, again, I feel that the fighters lost this case in the end, and the UFC won, because the amount, again, is $335 million. Paul Gift, one of the few journalists who has covered this case from the day it started for the last 10 years, has pointed out that since they were given class certification, meaning the plaintiffs were, it represented 1,200 fighters who had fought in the United States between 2010 and 2017, which is, again, the period that this lawsuit covered. So you divide $335 million by 1,200, that equals to around $276,000. But you then take out taxes, you take out the fees that the lawyers are taking, you only come to about $180,000. Now, obviously, that's a lot of money. If somebody gave me $180,000, I'd turn that into $1 billion overnight. Of course, I'm joking, but you get what I'm saying. I could do a lot with $180,000 if it was given to me on the spot. We all could. But this lawsuit was filed in 2014, at the very end of the year. It has been going on ever since, and this is what they come to. This is surprising to me. I cannot get over how shocked I am, really, that the lawyers have agreed to this. Now, more shall be revealed on why they came to this. I have seen comments from Nate Quarry that apparently they were looking at having to go through discovery phase again, and this could have taken another 10 years. Now, I am no lawyer. Yes, I've studied business at university, but it was business, not business law. So I could not describe the legal system in great detail to you guys if you paid me to do it. So I don't know what exactly Nate Quarry is referring to, but as he says, more shall be revealed. But I want to go to this tweet from Josh Gross, who is one of the first journalists who was banned by the UFC many years ago. He's tweeted out my thoughts, that it's actually hard to believe that after 10 years they are settling on this. Again, I will wait until I know more, but the fighters could have pushed this closer to trial, and they were getting really, really close to it. Now, again, I don't know anything about all these delays, etc., but I am surprised that this has happened. And Mike Russell and many other journalists, Paul Gifts, etc., have tweeted out that the TKO share group holdings have actually gone up over the last few days. So, again, did the UFC actually lose anything in the end? I don't believe they did. So it's quite surprising, but it is what it is. I have done videos saying that this could have been a game changer, etc., etc. The reality is, if this had gone to trial, this could have been a game changer, because for those who don't know, the UFC was facing up to, and I mean this, $4.5 billion in losses if they went to trial and lost. Because, as you can see by this report, the judge estimated that over the time period in the United States that this lawsuit covers, that they lost was somewhere between $800 million to $1.6 billion. And the way class action lawsuits work is that if you go to trial and you lose, you have to pay triple that amount. So that is what they were facing potentially if they had gone to trial and lost. Yet they paid out $335 million. Again, did they really lose in the end? Let me know what you guys think down below about everything I've talked about. And let me know about if you guys are surprised as I am that the plaintiff settled on this. More shall be revealed in the future, but as of right now, the UFC, in my opinion, got off lightly in the biggest challenge they have ever faced in their entire life. Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more, as always.